Pain heals. Chicks dig scars. Glory lasts forever.
Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate all your support. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Shout out to the 19. Let's go. I have a confession, an admission, if you will. Call it a character flaw. I'm perfectly okay with that. But I gotta say, I have missed doing videos on Angel Reese playing basketball. It just gives me a warm, fuzzy feeling inside. She made a return to Unrivaled last night, her epic return to save the league from a disastrous ratings season that puts its future in doubt. I don't care what anybody says. To be down 44% over last year's ratings, which were okay, but they didn't grow, right? They didn't grow last year, they declined, and now down even more. So it's going to be interesting to see. I think this will get a ratings bump. I think a lot of Caitlin Clark fans were watching. I believe Caitlin was down hanging in with some teammates as well, probably down there for business. So there were rumors that, oh, she might be at the game. So I think that also fueled people watching. So it's going to be interesting to see the ratings. But we've got to take a little bit of a look at some Angel Reese basketball play and talk about this because I think this is important for the future of the league. Yes, the future of the league. So, of course, Brick Center did. Now, look, I want to be clear, full disclosure. She played solid. I think she had 13 points. She was 6 of 9 from the field. I believe 8 rebounds. I think she only played I shouldn't say only played 10 minutes, right? There are 3 7-minute quarters. So I mean she came back, debuted, played half the game. So that's not bad. But of course, we have to take a look at a couple of layups from Angel Reese. Okay, so we're gonna right here's one. Okay, and here's what I'm gonna get into. I want to show this one again in slow motion, and we'll show the second one. And I'm really not just although I did just go through the whole, oh, it's fun to do this, but I'm not just doing this to mock her. I want to point a few things out basketball wise that I think are interesting when it comes to Angel Reese. But because what you're going to see here as she goes right at the defender, and you see the way if I can watch the way she lifts off. It's very, very uncoordinated. Okay, it's very, very uncoordinated. It looks like a unathletic fifth grader. And now, same thing. Watch this one, right? There's that same thing of that just kind of bull the way to the basket and taking the. I'm leaning on video like leaning there and kind of shoveling the ball up from below the waist. So it's and here's what I'm getting to with this is the concern with regard to Angel Reese, but also the future of the WNBA. See how she brings that below the waist and just sort of chucks it up there. So now I'm just going to let these go one more time because I got one other thing that's going to show you, Fever fans, you're going to enjoy. You're going to enjoy this. But again, it's another example of the issues with Angel Reese and her basketball. Now, of course, you got people out there absolutely defending her and talking about how well she played, and oh, you're just pointing out these misses. But here's the difference. I'm not just making fun of the layups. What you see here that concerns me, if I'm saying, okay, I am, I won't even say an Angel Reese fan, but let's say just a basketball fan and a fan of the WNBA. To me, I watch stuff like this, and one specific to Angel.
I'll look back in 20 years and be like, yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that.
I see we're going into year 3. You watch these plays, and I see no improvement from her rookie season. I don't know what she is doing in the gym. And then, so are you telling me that she either thinks she's already that good and there's no need for improvement, she's not actually working, or that she's already hit a ceiling and can't get better? Because what I see in these two plays is someone who's not very coordinated. And I'm not trying to be mean in this case. I'm really not. I'm looking at this from someone who works with athletes to develop athleticism. I don't see the coordination of a high level athlete. I don't see someone who go, oh, that's an athlete, that's a natural athlete, that's an athlete, that's someone with a lot of athletic ability. I don't see that in her game when you see plays like this. And I'm going to give you one more example that we can celebrate somehow. And I blame this also a little bit. Hold on. I blame this also a little bit on the coaching because I look out here. You've got this is the end of the game. I'm going to spoil it. Kelsey Mitchell hits a game winner. She hits it on Angel Reese. What I do not understand is I look at the rows or rows, I guess it's not the rows. They have a lineup with no one who can guard Kelsey Mitchell. And Angel Reese is probably the worst choice to do so. And so, but what I want to point out, and I to be fair, I've said this about Caitlin Clark. I think this is a problem in the women's game in general as well. So this is not just Angel Reese, but if you watch the play here, here we go. So we've got the switch up. We've got Angel Reese coming out. She's on Kelsey Mitchell. Now, if I'm Angel Reese and I know I'm on this situation, yeah, I get Kelsey Mitchell's a big time outside shooter, but I want her to take an outside shot. I'm not going to get up in her face because there's no way that I'm guarding Kelsey Mitchell go by her. And so of course, but she closes out on her, and that's just like no chance whatsoever. I mean, it's a tough shot by Kelsey, but no chance whatsoever. But I want to show, and I'll show it from another angle again. The concern with Angel Reese is she's not athletic. Okay. This is not just about, okay, we've got a big guarding a guard and she can't possibly do that, but she can't get herself into a defensive stance, a proper defensive stance. Okay. She is high and she's bent over. Here, we'll watch it here. Okay. Now you can see just the awkwardness in the step here when Kelsey goes that way, right? If you watch Angel's when Kelsey goes to switch over, watch Angel's left foot, the one that's in the sleeve, and see how high that kind of comes up instead of this quick explosive side to the left. And then you get watch it right here. Look, she is high, and what I mean by high is there's no real bend to the knees. She's leaning over at the waist instead of sitting down properly in a defensive stance where she can quickly slide. And now, boom, just like that, she's reaching. Just like that, she's reaching. She's got no chance. You saw right there, she almost fell over here in trying to keep Kelsey in front of her. No chance whatsoever. And I think, and it's wild because Angel Reese is the young player, obviously, and Kelsey's the vet here. But I look at this and I think the future of the WNBA is you just saw the future and the past if they want to grow the game. Kelsey Mitchell being the future, explosive, quick guard play. Angel Reese being the past, a not very athletic, not very skilled, but having success because she's a big body. Past, future. I know it's reversed when you look at the players' ages, but in style of play, we need a league of Kelsey Mitchells. And I know they're not only going to be that good, and like I get all that, but um, Caitlin Clark. I'll put Sonia Citron in that category as well. I'll even put Sabrina Ionescu in that category, right? More players like that coming into the league that are quicker, faster, more explosive, can take players off the dribble, and a lot fewer big bodies who can't jump but can play physical. I mean, Angel Reese, and this, I mean this sincerely, credit wise, Angel Reese is where she is solely because of her mentality and hustle to go grab rebounds. She's not very athletic. She's not very skilled. You saw what Kelsey Mitchell just did to her. But anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for checking out the video. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. You know the drill by now. I will talk to you later.